Quick, I want to ask, how did you start playing music at all, the saxophone? And how old were you? Did you take lessons?
Okay, so I can tell you how it exactly happened. One day, I went to my grandmother's house who lived on 132nd and Cook off of San Pedro. I go over there and I walk in, Grandma, hey Grandma, you can kiss your grandma. And I hear my uncle in the back room playing the saxophone.
And how old were you?
6.
A little bitty guy.
7. I remember it because I go in there and open the door. Hey, uncle. Hey, uncle. His name was Carl. Hey, Uncle Carl. And he's back there with his shirt off, sweating. He's sweating. I remember like it was yesterday. Wow, saxophone. Saxophone. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was probably as tall as you. You were that young.
So yeah, I remember walking in the room and I go to my auntie and I says, my auntie, her name was Ginger. I said, Ginger, can I play that? And she was like, no, that was handed down. It's in our family. It was handed down, over time. So I says, well, I really want to play it. Can you go and go in this room and get it? I remember, and she was like, no, but I got a clarinet in my room. So she goes to her room, gets the clarinet out and lets me blow. I don't want to play that because I can't play it. I can't even, it sounds like a goose. I can't do it. So with the saxophone, that's it. 4th grade comes around, and the dude, I went to Loyola Village Elementary School, Vance Miller says, hey, so what do you want to play? If you want to play a wind instrument, they had an orchestra. If you want to play a wind instrument, sit over here. If you want to play a string instrument, sit over here. A saxophone, wind instrument. So I'm sitting over here. So he goes into the closet, okay, here's a trumpet for you, here's a trombone for you, here's a trumpet for you, trombone. Sir, I want to play the saxophone. And he says, man, I just gave the saxophone to Eric. I never forget it. His name was Eric Yeoman. Right? So I was all right, give me the trumpet. I must have played that trumpet every day. Every day I got really good at the trumpet.
So your very first instrument was the trumpet.
And I think my brother to this day, I don't know, I think he did it. But he took the mouthpiece from me because I couldn't play it anymore without the mouthpiece. And to this day, I don't know where that mouthpiece went.
Did he get tired of hearing you?
I think so. So I had to go to the teacher and tell him I lost that mouthpiece. Because I knew he was going to call my mom and tell her that I lost the mouthpiece and my mom was going to give me a killing. Okay? So I was like, man, I'm dreading this. But to this day, and me and my brother have never talked, I need to call him and ask him, did you take that mouthpiece from me? Because I literally lost out on everything. It just so happened, Eric Yeoman graduated from elementary school. He's going to junior high school. The saxophone was available.
The next year? Okay. Now, did you finish out that year playing the trumpet?
No, because I didn't have no mouthpiece.
You were done?
I was done. And I think my brother did it.
Okay.
Brandon did it.
And Brandon is a professional musician.
Brandon, my brother, is a professional musician. I need to go, but we never talked about it, so I need to.
I think it's time.
I need to have a conversation with him about that. Honestly, because Brandon.
Now, are you responsible for him getting in music?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think Brandon was my very first student.
Huh.
I mean, for a lot of reasons, and not just because. The one thing I will say that I did for Brandon was that whatever it is that I was studying and listening to, I had it on repeat. There was no way that he could live in the same room with me and not hear Chick Corea or Herbie Hancock or Bud Powell or whatever it is I was listening to, Miles Davis. There's no way, because I was playing it to death. I was playing it. I had my upright bass in there. I'm playing along with the records. I'm playing it so much that my brother is now singing the songs.
Okay.
To the point where now when you hear his influence started with what I was listening to.
Really?
Even now. And when you put two and two together, me learning how to teach other people started with something very simple. You got to first learn how to listen.
Okay.
You gotta get really good with listening, because if you don't put anything in, you can't bring nothing out. If you don't have anything in your spirit, what's gonna come out? Air?
Right.
You gotta put some music inside of you so it can come out.
Which is why people, whatever type of music they grow up with.
Right.
Like I grew up with a lot of gospel.
Right.
And I think that
right.
if I had become a musician,
right, you'd have been playing gospel.
Right.